and bully them all the time. He'd poke them through the fence with sticks, throw rocks at them, spook them with loud noises, but he'd never go into the store. He was too scared of them. He should have known better. He was 16. One day we're all inside and we hear this blood-curdling scream. In comes the kid, screaming at the top of his lungs. The goat is after me, help! We turn to see the billy goat staring at him through the sliding glass door. Every once in a while, it'd headbutt the glass. Now this was a very docile animal. He'd have never hurt a fly, but he was out for that boy's blood. It turns out that the kid had been torturing the goat. He had pinned him up against the wall of the pen, throwing rocks and sticks at its testicles to see if he could hit them. The goat came after him, scaled the fence, and chased him across 3 acres of land and into the house. The kid waited for 2 hours for the goat to go away, but it never did. Anytime he opened the door to try to sneak away, the goat was right there trying to attack him. Eventually, the goat disappeared, and the kid tried to sneak out a window feet first, and once again started screaming because the goat was right there, head-butting his backside as he climbed out. It was absolutely liberating. Good. Hope that taught that little craphead a lesson. Don't be mean to animals, or I won't feel an ounce of pity when that animal takes revenge. And if the animal doesn't, I might. Story 2. There was this girl for a while that had this huge crush on me, but she didn't seem to realize that she'd been a total jerk to me for most of my life and that I really disliked her. Finally, she decided to get my attention by stealing my $300 leather jacket and saying that she wouldn't give it back unless I went out with her. So I contacted her mom and told her that if she didn't intervene, then my parents were going to press charges. The day after she gave me my jacket back, she sent me this long butt text talking about how I hurt her so badly and it would take a long time to earn back her trust. I replied by saying, I don't want you to trust me, I want you to leave me alone. And we haven't spoken since. Pro gamer move. Story 3. I used to work a boys and girls club. There was one particular girl who was around 7 to 8. She came in one day with a bruise, told the lady at the counter that her mom abused her. CPS and cops were called. Determined that no, Mom did not beat her up. In fact, Mom was very freaked out and worried about it. A couple days later, the girl runs up to me and another worker with a busted lip and blackish eye. Fresh. She told us that another kid beat her up. We go to look on the cameras. I crap you not. This girl tells the other kid that he/she, I can't remember which, was going to get into big trouble for refusing to play with her. She proceeds to run into the wall several times. When that didn't do much, she takes a broom handle and literally jabs her eye with it, repeatedly. Then, once she has a black eye, she bites a lip to make it bleed. Then, she runs out to tell on said kid. I don't know what happened next, as I was scheduled to do my lifeguarding duty. Last I heard, she hasn't come back. I sure hope she was put in a mental ward or some crap. Kid was psycho. I don't think I would use those terms for that kid, especially at that age. Though I do think she could stand to have some counseling and therapy to help figure out what is thinking about that.
You sure? Okay. Okay.
Kind of behavior. It sounds like she's dealing with some stuff. Story 4. A girl in 6th grade started yelling at me and my friend that we were racist just because we both happened to be white. When we ignored her, she went to the teacher and told her that we called her fat and we're bullying her. She's also super skinny and in shape, so I'm entirely Hispanic but appear white, and some girl tried that on me in elementary school. When I told her I wasn't white, then she ironically started making racist comments about the Mexicans. Such a hypocrite, laughed my butt off. Story 5. My ex-roommate did a whole lot of stupid crap for attention. She constantly posted things on social media like, the world would be better off without me, nobody wants me alive, etc. But she always refused to get actual help. When her boyfriend broke up with her, she went around telling everyone that she broke up with him after he R'd her. She always bragged to people she had just met about how many guys she had been with, how much she loved weed and alcohol, etc. She got engaged to her Tinder F-buddy she had only known for a few months, and she made me homeless because her engagement was supposed to be a secret from her parents. They found out and she blamed me, so she made a whole bunch of crap up about me, emotionally abusing her, even though that's what she was doing to me the entire time I lived with her. That way her parents would kick me out. They owned the loft we were staying in. I haven't spoken to her since I was kicked out, but from what I hear from other people, the Psycho B is going nowhere in life. She got kicked out of her first choice university, dropped out of community college after failing all of her classes her first semester, and has been stuck as a cashier at a crappy grocery store for the past 2 years. Oh, and her Tinder F-buddy broke the engagement with her right after I was made homeless. Guess he finally got a brain and realized she's insane. Good for him. Story 6. There was a kid on our school bus who needed way too much attention. He was constantly screaming or throwing stuff out the window. He at one point reenacted giving birth the whole ride, complete with legs spread, screaming, fake pushing, etc. One day he threw a water bottle and hit a car. He was banned from the bus for the year. The next year he was allowed back on. The first week he pulled out a needle and pierced his lower lip while on the bus. Of course it was bumpy, so he didn't get it centered, so he did it again to even it out. He was banned from the bus again. Maybe he just really hated the bus. Honestly, this is another one where that really seems like a desperate cry for attention. I'm not sure if there's something in his home life that was causing this, but I mostly feel bad when I hear about kids like this. I guess it kind of depends on the age, but still. Story 7. I was at my friend's house. I was bored and started playing Portal 2 on his Xbox. After a while, my other friend's sister, who, mind you, treated attention like a drug, bursts into the room and starts screaming at me like we're dating and in a fight. My friend was there too and just watched. Every time I would tell her to leave, she would get louder. Story 8. I had a friend growing up called Jody. She would always lie about things to get attention. As we grew up and went to different schools, we grew apart. Once I turned 17, I got into contact with her in hopes of getting to know her again. I assumed that because she was 17 that she had grown up and stopped trying to get attention. I also had other friends that I would see, and she was definitely jealous. Then she dropped her bombshell. Her dad was dying. I was devastated for her and spent less time with my own friends as I felt that she needed me more. As soon as she would find out I was with my friends, she would cry and ask me to come over as she was depressed. She also claimed that she was pregnant with a girl and that she had lost her when she was almost 4 months pregnant. She would cry to me all the time about her baby girl and would cry as she was scared to lose her dad. Mother's Day would come and she would talk about how this should be her day and she should have a baby girl by now. She also took a lot of time off work to be with her dad, and her work was very supportive of her. It all came crashing down when she had a phone call from her coworker to ask how her dad was. Jody cried and said that her dad didn't have long left and that he had forgotten who she was when she saw him last. She said that she wanted to die, for it to be all over. I remember crying as I was scared for her and felt helpless. I went home and the next day she phoned and asked me to get to her house straight away. She sat me down and told me that she had made it all up about her dad dying and that she never lost a baby. She said that she was only telling me this because her coworker had grown worried for her and came to her house to have a word with Jody's mom so that her mother could have more time off work. Her mother wasn't at home, so Jody knew she couldn't keep lying anymore. I was honestly scared of her at that point, as I knew if I'd gotten mad, she probably would have made something up about me because that's how she is. I asked where her dad was, and he obviously wasn't at the hospital, but he was on a business trip. I asked her where she had gotten the scan, and she said that she had gotten it online. She also said that the reason why she lied was because she loved all the attention that she was getting from everyone, and that it started because she wanted a day off work, which turned into weeks. The scary part about her lying for attention was that it was like she was starting to believe it all herself. I wish that I could explain it more, but this is already a lot to read. Please keep going. Like, this once again feels like a kid, perhaps through home life, learned lying like this, got them the attention they so desperately need. But at that age and to that degree, where do you draw the line? Where does sympathy stop and accountability begin? Please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the video and have a wonderful day.
A couple years ago, I ended up in a motorcycle accident. I didn't have health insurance at the time, and now I have a plan that keeps me covered for $9 a month.
All plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll by December 15th. You know I'm always here, anything you need. The Health and Wellness Company.
Story 9. A teacher friend of mine told me once about a student who had cut a hole in the pocket of his jeans so he could stick his dong through it, and when the teacher wasn't looking, he'd poke it out through the pocket and thrust it towards the girls in class. Finally, one day she caught him in the act, and he got either suspended or kicked out, so I don't remember. Why? Story 10. Started yelling and screaming purely in an annoying and antagonistic way during a school shooting drill. We had no idea it was a drill, and the kid is just banging on walls and yelling, "Hey, we're in here, we're in here!" So the students are in the corner and girls are crying because they truly believe this kid is going to get them killed. The teacher and student aides were trying to restrain him, and a friend of mine, again, still under the impression this was real, literally stood up to go punch his lights out to shut him up just as the drill ended, and was revealed to be just a drill. Had the announcement come a few seconds later, that kid would have gotten knocked the heck out. That is honestly terrifying. Story 11. Little brother is a few years younger than me. He used to come to my room to harass me all the time, and my parents never allowed me to have a lock. He was around 10 when I started propping a piano stand under my doorknob to keep people out. So sick of people saying it was a fire hazard. You'd use whatever you could too if your parents never knocked and your brother used to shoot you with an airsoft gun. Little brother pushed the door and the piano stand was at the knob. I ignored it before all I heard was the loudest bang followed by a thud. I opened the door to see him laying on the floor holding his face and crying. Apparently, he decided that he could break down my door like in the movies by throwing himself against it after running from down the hall. But this dumb butt didn't just throw his shoulder or kick it, he threw his entire body against it like a squirrel going for a tree. Arms and legs out, face frickin' first. I got blamed for it, but it was worth it. Only time I ever laughed that hard at his expense again was when he tried to fart into my room and crapped himself about 2 years later. That last part is the very definition of a critical failure. I mean, I think your little brother was teaching himself some important lessons. I hope you learned from them. Story 12. In elementary school, some kid unzipped his pants in front of a bunch of people and was showing people his underwear. Everyone was old enough to recognize that it was not funny. Story 13. Had an online friend claim while we were making an MC server that he was super rich and had a mansion and like 5 Bugattis and Ferraris and what the F ever. Showed us Inspect Element versions of his PayPal, posted his Google image, butt cars all over the Discord, had a mightier-than-thou tone, abused his admin on the server a lot. He never once showed us his actual face or spoke on VC. Once he got busted, he DM'd me pretending to be his brother, saying that he had died. Then a couple days later, his brother DM'd me and said the doc's fricked up and he's actually been in a coma for like 2 days, but told me to tell you he feels betrayed that you never believed him. I blocked the frick out of him when he DM'd me a few months later saying, "Sup bro, been a long time since I saw you. Anyone wants proof of this? I got you." Frick off, Salvatore, you snot rocket in a crap-covered tree. I would like to laugh at this convo, please. Dear kids who think you are fooling people with your boastful lies online just because you have anonymity, holy crap, are you never fooling anyone? Like, it's kind of comical how bad you are at it. Story 14. I knew one guy who was a pathological liar. One day I was bummed because I had just broke things off with my girlfriend. He asked why I was bummed and I replied, "My girlfriend and I just broke up." To which he responded, "You think that's bad? My girlfriend died." He said it with a pretty big smile on his face. Story 15. She sent pictures of cuts on her arms to other students via Snapchat with no warning. When kids responded, she left them unopened. The school and her parents obviously got involved, and she was called to the office first thing in the morning the next day. I later found out she sent them because she was curious as to what people would say if she self-harmed. The cuts weren't deep, just deep enough to draw a small bit of blood. They healed in a month or so and didn't even scar, but it freaked people out. This girl never really apologized or showed any kind of remorse. She was almost proud of the fact that people tried to contact her or help her. Kids called her house phone to speak to her parents. Needless to say, most people...
Alex,
Yo,
so you trying to play some Fortnite or not, bro?
so basically, I'm in the car. I'm gonna explain how the dance went. But I got some really good news. All right. I'm gonna explain how the dance went when I get back home, though. All right.
Okay.
See you.
Hello.
I see you.
See you.
People haven't forgiven her. She was sent to therapy, was confirmed to be non-self-termination-y, and that's where the story ends. Not sure if she is still in therapy.
Even when you're in a hurry, there's still time for personalized gifts. PersonalizationMall.com will help you find everything you need to make your holidays special. So it looks like you spent hours decking the halls and getting all the details right. Even if you had to search social media for the nickname of your daughter's new boyfriend, you want everyone to feel special this holiday season, even if that someone is you. And all you want is a hot coffee and a happy family. Shop PersonalizationMall.com for personalized gifts everyone will love.
simple.
Like that. You can't mess it up with 1-800-CONTACTS. You can take a picture of your prescription and just send it to them. This is so easy. 1-800-CONTACTS.
Story 16. Snuck vodka into state-mandated testing in a water bottle. She was sent home drunk off her butt, and my entire class was banned from having water bottles in class for the rest of the year. I never even used a water bottle, and I'd still hate that kid for it. I mean, that sounds like it could be less of a I crave attention person and more of a person who needs some attention because they have a problem. I wouldn't be upset so much as I would be worried about someone who feels the need to drink like that. Story 17. He started angrily pumping weights when we were chilling at someone's house, threatened to shave his head, and then tore his shirt off of his body. Story 18. She told the whole school that some dude got her pregnant with twins and that she had an abortion. She printed pictures of ultrasounds off the internet and put balloons on his locker on the twins' birthday. Joke's on her because she didn't cut the URL off one of the ultrasound pictures. That's next level of dumbness. Story 19. My junior year of high school, someone threatened to shoot up graduation. Rightfully, the police were called and he was suspended.
Hi.
Right. Everybody get up because I had apples today. We have. You know, I gotta make a cake for tomorrow. They're gonna make a cake. I gotta make a cake. You might as well get me right here, Doctor.
Hello. Hey man, you try to play some Fortnite?
Yeah, but I'm gonna invite you. You trying to play squads?
No, I'm trying to play Lego Fortnite.
Oh, wait. Y'all trying to play double Fortnite? They said no. They said no, but we can play. But they said that.
But where are you? Where are you?
No, they said they're not playing.
Where are you?
At home.
Do you have people over?
No.
Then who are you talking to?
People on my mic.
Oh, well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Bro, they're playing Lego Fortnite. Want me to invite you?
No, I'll play later.
Huh?
No, I'll play later. See you later.
Okay.
Nehemiah,
What?
you trying to play some Lego Fortnite? You trying to play some Lego Fortnite?
Yeah.
But you good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna invite you.
I'm not on the game. Hold up. I'm trying to hop on. Woo! Woo!
What? Yeah, man. I've been playing this Lego Fortnite all day, man.
It's gas like is it? Bruh, it's trash, bro.
Bro, no, but this game is gas, bro.
Cause I saw it. It was like it was gonna be out in like 2 more days, and I was like, okay,
But it's out today, bro, man. Come on, man.
I ain't not. It's going to trash. Be right.
But okay, imagine Minecraft, but Lego and it's better.
Yeah, you're right.
And okay, so there's a system where you can have villagers. Yes, you can have village. You can make your own village and have people inside of your village.
In Fortnite.
Yes, in Lego Fortnite. Bro, okay, this is not just Lego Fortnite, man. This is a whole, like, it's not, you can't even call this Fortnite anymore, bro. It's just different, bro. You'll see what I mean, bro. It's just different. Tell me when you want Fortnite, bro. Because this game is different now, bro. And you on?
It's just different.
Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on Fortnite.
Okay then, let me invite you then, man. Bro.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
You know you're finna get us our first win in Lego Fortnite.
You can't get, okay, that's the thing. That's not a thing anymore.
You think you're gonna win in Lego Fortnite?
Bro. No, you cannot, but you can do.
Why?